Remember, Jesus did feed the 5,000, and he healed so many people all the time that he had to miss meals to get them the attention they needed. They followed him around the lake in a mob to try and, when he's going to the other side of the lake for a rest, they're already there. They run around the lake and they're there. And so how many thousands of people did Jesus reach out to? And how many of those people showed up on the day of Pentecost in the upper room, which was like the first Christian gathering, the first gathering of the Christian era? About 120. 120. You have the 12 disciples, and they're a 10% representation of the people who actually started the church. A tiny, tiny little beginning of a church. And it had massive reasons not to exist, right? It had a whole Roman Empire that would gladly have fed them all to the lions. They had a very stubborn religious tradition that would have gladly persecuted them out of existence. The Apostle Paul was one of those until God got a hold of his heart. The tiny, tiny beginnings of Jesus' kingdom on earth, this phase of the kingdom, which is like the church, is a foretaste of what it's going to be like in heaven, at least if we're loving one another the way we're supposed to. We're like a foretaste of the kingdom. In 1 Corinthians 1:26 through 30, Paul is writing, "Consider your calling, brethren, that there were not many wise according to the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble." If you're going to build a kingdom with the aspirations of changing the world, who are you going to start with? You're going to start with some cultural leaders, the big shots, the big wheels, the people who have all the means to make things fun and entertain and do all the stuff that might draw people into the realm of your movement. Jesus started with tax collectors and sinners, and not many wise, according to the flesh, not many, that means educated, not many mighty, people with a lot of means, but the meek shall inherit the earth, right? And then not many noble. You don't start with the leaders. You start with people that have open hearts. People who will listen, really listen with fresh ears, that they will walk with God, that they will listen to something new, rather than be stuck and dig in your heels and not go into something that God's trying to get through to you. God has chosen the foolish things of the world to shame the wise, and the weak things of the world to shame things which are strong. And base things of the world and the despised, God has chosen the things that are not, so that he may nullify the things that are, so that no one may boast before God.